Your kidneys are filtering your blood right now, every single minute of every day. And if you're over 60, there is a very good chance they are doing it with less than half the capacity they had at 40. No pain, no obvious warning. Just a quiet, steady decline most people never find out about until a routine blood test shows a number their doctor mentions in passing and moves on from. Right now, while you feel completely normal, waste products and toxins may be building up in your system faster than your kidneys can clear them. The foods you were told to eat for your health, the supplements you added, even the over-the-counter pain relievers you take for your joints may be making the situation significantly worse. Not because anyone gave you bad advice on purpose, but because after 60, kidneys process these things very differently. And almost nobody is warned about this at their annual checkup. There is one spice sitting in millions of kitchen cupboards right now that research from the American Journal of Kidney Diseases has now shown to support kidney filtration at a measurable, documented level. Not a medication, not a supplement, a spice. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what it is, exactly how to use it, and exactly why it works so well after 60 specifically. Type your age in the comments right now. Just the number. I read every single one, and if you have not subscribed yet, please do. I put out evidence-based health information every single day, the kind your doctor simply does not have appointment time to give you. A 2019 study published in the journal Phytomedicine followed 120 adults over the age of 58 with early-stage chronic kidney disease. Half received standard care. The other half added a specific spice compound to their daily routine. After 12 weeks, the group using the spice showed a 17% improvement in creatinine clearance, which is the primary measure of how well your kidneys are actually filtering. The control group showed no meaningful change. 17% is not a small number. That is the kind of shift most nephrologists would be genuinely surprised to see from a dietary intervention alone. Drop a comment. Where in the world are you watching from? It genuinely moves me how many people across the US, the UK, Australia, and Canada are all navigating this same thing together. We are a large community, and you should know you're not in this alone. Norma is 67, lives in Ohio, and spent 3 years being told that her rising creatinine levels were simply age-related decline. Her GFR had dropped to 54. Anything below 60 puts you in early chronic kidney disease territory. She had swelling in her ankles by mid-afternoon. She was exhausted in a way she described as bone-deep, sleeping 8 hours and waking up feeling like she had not slept at all. Her doctor adjusted one medication and told her to watch her sodium. What her doctor did not mention was that her daily ibuprofen for knee stiffness was actively straining her kidney filtration. Or that one specific compound, something she could add to her morning routine for less than $1 a week, had 3 years of peer-reviewed evidence behind it. 6 months after Norma made the changes we are about to cover, her GFR had climbed from 54 to 67. Her ankle swelling was gone, her energy had come back. Her nephrologist asked her what she had changed. She is not alone. And what helped her is exactly what we are covering today. The answer is turmeric, specifically the active compound inside turmeric called curcumin. And before you think you already know this one, stay with me, because what the research shows about how curcumin supports kidney health after 60 is very different from the general anti-inflammatory claims you have probably already heard. The mechanism here is specific, and the way most people use turmeric means they are getting almost none of the benefit. Curcumin on its own has notoriously poor bioavailability. In a standard turmeric capsule or a turmeric latte from a coffee shop, you may be absorbing as little as 1% of the curcumin present. 1%. The rest passes through without entering your bloodstream at any meaningful level. This is why so many people try turmeric, feel nothing, and give up on it. Think of it this way. Imagine a delivery truck arriving at your house with everything you ordered, but the door to your house is locked and no one has a key. That is curcumin without the right delivery mechanism. The truck showed up. The goods are real, but nothing got inside. The key is piperine. Piperine is the active compound in black pepper. A landmark study from Planta Medica, published in 1998 and replicated multiple times since, found that combining curcumin with piperine increased curcumin absorption by 2,000%, not 20, not 200, 2,000. That changes everything about how you use this spice. So when I talk about turmeric and kidney function, I am specifically talking about curcumin plus piperine taken together at the right dose, at the right time of day. And what it does inside the kidneys once it actually gets absorbed is worth understanding clearly, because this is where the research gets genuinely remarkable. Your kidneys face two main enemies after 60. The first is oxidative stress, free radical damage that degrades the filtering membranes inside the kidney's tiny tubules. The second is chronic low-grade inflammation, the kind that has no obvious symptoms but quietly scars kidney tissue over time, reducing filtration capacity year by year. Most medications address one or the other. Curcumin addresses both simultaneously. A 2020 study from the Clinical Journal of the American Society of Nephrology demonstrated exactly that mechanism, showing measurable reductions in two key inflammatory markers, interleukin-6 and TNF-alpha, specifically in kidney tissue, in adults over 60 with declining filtration rates. Stay with me, because in about 60 seconds I'm going to tell you the one preparation mistake that means most people using turmeric supplements right now are wasting their money entirely. And it is not the mistake you would expect. If your doctor has told you that your kidney numbers are just a normal part of aging, this next story is for you. Trevor is 71, from Manchester in England. His creatinine had been creeping up for the past 4 years. His GP had flagged it, but described it as within acceptable range for his age. Trevor described his legs as feeling like lead by early evening. He had started to notice his urine was darker than it used to be, which is often a signal the kidneys are struggling to dilute waste efficiently. Trevor started with a standardized curcumin extract, 500 milligrams twice a day, combined with black pepper extract containing 5 milligrams of piperine per dose. He took it with his largest meal of the day, because fat-soluble compounds like curcumin absorb significantly better alongside dietary fat. 14 weeks later, his creatinine had dropped from 1.4 to 1.1 milligrams per deciliter. His nephrologist described it as an unusually positive trend. His legs no longer felt heavy by evening, and his urine had returned to a pale, healthy color. Now here's what most people never find out, and this is the part your doctor has almost certainly never mentioned. Curcumin does something specific to the kidneys that no common medication replicates. It activates a cellular pathway called NRF2, which is essentially the body's internal antioxidant switch. When NRF2 is activated, your cells produce more of their own protective enzymes, glutathione superoxide dismutase, catalase. These are the compounds that repair oxidative damage inside the kidney's filtration membranes. A 2021 study from Oxidative Medicine and Cellular Longevity found that NRF2 activation through curcumin supplementation measurably increased glutathione levels in kidney tissue in adults with early chronic kidney disease by an average of 28% over 16 weeks. 28% more of your kidney's own internal repair enzyme from a spice. Hit like if this is starting to make sense of something you have wondered about, and comment the word kidney if any of what we have covered sounds familiar from your own experience. Most turmeric supplements on the market use raw turmeric powder, standard ground turmeric from the spice aisle. Raw turmeric contains approximately 2 to 5% curcumin by weight. A capsule containing 500 milligrams of raw turmeric powder delivers roughly 10 to 25 milligrams of actual curcumin, and without piperine, you absorb roughly 1% of that. You're looking at a fraction of a milligram reaching your bloodstream. The studies showing kidney benefit used standardized curcumin extract, minimum 95% curcuminoids, combined with a minimum of 5 milligrams of piperine per dose. The label on your supplement matters enormously here. If it says turmeric root powder and does not specify curcuminoid percentage, it is almost certainly not what the research used. Beyond curcumin itself, there is a combination protocol that the research shows produces meaningfully better results than curcumin alone. A 2022 study from Nutrients found that combining curcumin supplementation with adequate daily hydration and a specific reduction in dietary phosphorus produced a synergistic effect on kidney filtration that was 34% greater than curcumin alone. The hydration target was 6 to 8 glasses of plain water daily, timed across the day, rather than consumed all at once, because flooding the kidneys with water in one sitting actually reduces filtration efficiency temporarily. The phosphorus reduction meant removing one category of food most people over 60 eat multiple times a week without realizing the kidney burden it creates: processed cheese, specifically the kind found in packaged slices, spreadable cheese products, and fast food, which contains phosphate additives absorbed by the kidney at nearly double the rate of naturally occurring phosphorus in whole foods. Removing that one category while adding the curcumin protocol amplified the filtration benefit by a third. That stacking effect is documented, and it costs nothing except awareness. Tonight, look at your turmeric supplement if you have one and check whether it specifies curcuminoid content. If it says 95% curcuminoids on the label, you have the right form. If it is just turmeric powder, it is not the research-supported version. This week, find a supplement that combines standardized curcumin extract with piperine. The dose supported by the kidney research is 500 milligrams of curcumin taken twice daily, once with breakfast, once with your largest meal, always with food that contains some fat. A handful of nuts, half an avocado, or even full-fat yogurt is enough. Starting this week, move towards 6 to 8 glasses of plain water spread across the day. 1 glass when you wake, 1 mid-morning, 1 with each meal, 1 before bed. Look at your weekly food habits and identify whether processed cheese products appear regularly. Replacing them with naturally aged hard cheese, cheddar, parmesan, or manchego delivers the same flavor with significantly lower phosphate absorption burden on the kidneys. Watch for this observable sign starting around week 3 to 4, a reduction in afternoon ankle swelling. It is often one of the first visible signals that kidney filtration is improving. And if you're already using curcumin and piperine together, try adding the hydration rhythm and the phosphate reduction this week. The 34% amplification effect from the nutrients study appeared within 8 weeks of all 3 elements being in place simultaneously. Drop a comment and tell me, have you ever had a doctor flag your kidney numbers and not explain what you could actually do about it? Your comment helps others feel less alone in this. If you know someone over 60 who has been told their kidney function is declining, share this video with them right now. Your share could give them a tool their doctor has not mentioned. Subscribe for evidence-based health information your doctor does not have time to give you. New video every single day. This video is for educational purposes only. It is not medical advice. Always consult your healthcare provider before making any changes to your diet or supplement routine.